Okay, so welcome to our healing gathering this month in August. So in Leo, the new moon in Leo. And the new moon in Leo is about being joyful, about being playful. It's like this happy energy of the inner child and a lot less heavy than the last new moon and full moon. And yeah, and of course it's a fire sign, right? So it's also like kind of passionate and yeah, it has that energy to it. So yeah, so I mean, it may be that your intentions are along that theme. Uh, I did have one person recently say that they prefer if we just share a little bit more briefly, just because sometimes the intentions become a little bit more like a therapeutic check-in. And they can really just be like, I would really like to see this happen in these next 4 weeks. Just because not everyone is oriented to those kind of bigger things, and and then yeah, and especially when it's a bigger group. So I will just mention that also invitation. And yeah, so feel free, whoever wants to share, like what would you just love to hold and what would you love this group to hold? And even though if people aren't here, it's still this group energy that we've been tapping into, all year and some of us for a year and a half. So yeah, so it's held in a group. So what would you love for us to hold for you for this coming 4 weeks? Kind of projects or what you would love to create on the new moon?
I'm unmuted. So I'll just say that I would love, um, because there's certain things that anchor me in the past. I feel like this house, and all the stuff, and certain relationships are anchoring me in the past. And I'd like to be able to smoothly let go more and and invite in new things, new adventures, like the retreat with you. That was an adventure. New yeah, just that's it. Just new adventures, new people, new things.
Mm,
Let go of the
beautiful.
old, move forward.
Mm,
Enjoy.
beautiful.
And that passion you talk about.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Big expansive energy. Yeah, of Leo. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Anne. Thank you.
For me, just more freedom and abandon, I think.
Mm, that's a nice one. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Julie, did you have something?
Yeah, I really want to go with the theme of this moon because it really speaks to something that I struggle to experience, play and lightness, and so yeah, I'm going to take the invitation of the new moon
Mm,
and really try to be aware of opportunities, be aware of and even if it may not be comfortable because it's not familiar, allow myself to go into it.
mm. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm gonna fourth that. I'm gonna say the same thing as all of you. Uh, yeah, to just stay connected with that. Yeah, with that beautiful light energy that allows us to play or invites us to play, because we can all get in our, yeah, working or, all these different roles that we play and then forget about the inner child and the joy and that yeah, the expansion that comes from that. So, okay, well, this is juicy. We have a lot of time now, so let's let's go right in. I can hear yeah, that's okay. Very good. So, Okay, so give me a moment. Make yourselves comfortable, however you want to position yourself. If you want to lay down, if you want to, yeah,
This
or
is
if
my
you're
first gathering, so a
right.
little bit of instruction would be welcome.
Oh, sure. Sorry, I thought you had watched the last recording, so you had the swing of it, but no worries. So you ladies just relax. So if you people will often turn off their video because I'm just kind of channeling this meditation, this and somatic exercise. And then, if you want to lay down, sit up, however you're most comfortable, really.
Okay, so it's a meditation. Great, thank you.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah, you'll see, I guess.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like I'm channeling a healing session for the group, but it feels very meditative. And then sometimes there'll be an invitation to move your body in different ways. So is that good,
That's
Julie?
perfect. Thank
Is that
you.
enough? Okay, great. Thanks
Awesome.
for
Thank you.
yeah. Got it. So yeah, so just to really let yourself have space, to just let yourself be at ease. And I'm going to actually, sorry, before I forget, I don't want to forget, I'm going to also bring in the intentions of Catherine before we go in any further, of Catherine and Carol sent their intentions. So Catherine's leaning into this theme of self-worth, and she wants to bring awareness to old patterns of doing. Interesting. To feel worthy, and instead tap into her heart and know that she's innately worthy of love, of health, of simply existing without needing to do anything. I am, she says. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then Carol mentioned, my healing and vitality intentions are to let go of negative self-talk, especially with my body image, and to be present in gratitude in the present moment, lightening up and finding more ways to have fun, to play, to laugh, and not take myself so seriously, to open my heart to loving myself and receiving love from others, and to allow herself to be creative and imaginative in her home, especially on her balcony, nourishing her plants and decorating the space with lights and fabric and a fountain. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Catherine and Carol. And Andrea also just sent her regrets, but she didn't say an intention. Okay, very good. Okay, so let me just close this window. There, just so I don't hear too much noise from outside. Okay. So just start by noticing the surface that you're on, so how you're being supported. So whether if you're sitting through your sits bones and sitting in a way that allows your body to also rest so that the muscles along the spine aren't working so hard, by sitting in the center of your pelvis. And if you're lying down, to just really let the muscles in your back body be really supported by that surface, by that support. And because we had, we brought 6 different intentions into the space, I often see a shape at the beginning of our meditation to help us to focus on being connected in the group, and also just to anchor the energies into the group through a kind of, through an image. And so the image I'm seeing today is it's a 6-sided star. So it's a 2-dimensional star. And yeah, which is also, let me see into that shape. Let me see, is there anything else? I mean, the sun is ultimately a star, right? And in Leo, the sun is so high in the sky because we're in the midst of summer. And as it is this fire sign, so we can also see that energy of the fire and the sun coming through this six-sided star, through this shape. And just see if you can, yeah, if you can see yourself in one of the points of the star. And we're all we're connected through this star, and also to everyone else in the group who's also not here today. We're connected all through. We're all connected to this beautiful shape that's anchoring in the energies for this new moon in Leo. And just notice if your energy feels close to your body or if it feels expanded off of your body. So where is your energetic container today? Is is the boundary very near to your skin, or is it very wide off of your body? And if it's not far off of your body, see if you could expand it. Even if it's a foot or half a foot, to see if you can broaden your energetic container to be able to hold more of this light, to be able to hold more of this energy that comes from the sun, that energizes all life on the earth. And see if you can start to just gently draw this light into your expanding container. And as the container expands, the more light or energy is able to enter into your physical body through your etheric body, through this energetic container, through your auric field. And just see if you can allow that container to expand to whatever room you're in. That it can fill all of the space within the walls that you're sitting within. And notice how that feels in your cells, in your physical body. Can your cells digest that amount of light, that amount of energy? And if not, see if you can soften. See if you can soften your muscles, the walls of your cells, if you can imagine them becoming more permeable, less fixed or rigid. And just notice if there's an emotion there that keeps them how they are. And if that's the case, to just let yourself feel the emotion and the quality of the structure of the cell walls. Until they start to do something else. Until they are able to soften. And notice how your breath moves with the softening of these cell walls. Does your breath become deeper? Can it also penetrate the cell walls with that light, with that new energy? That's gently being able to invigorate the cells of your whole body. And see if you can draw the light, the energy, the breath all the way from your cranial bones in your head all the way down into the soles of your feet. And notice how your whole body starts to move in subtle or less subtle ways. And see if you can sense into that six-pointed star. And if you can feel how the breath is moving all of our bodies together in harmony. And how the light is expanding each one of us. In connection. Synchronistically. Creating more freedom. Within our own containers. And then within the container of the group. And notice if there's any movement that naturally surfaces that naturally wants to unfold as the space inside of ourself gets more expansive and more invigorated and more flexible and able to contain more breath, light, energy. And as you expand more and more, and you can feel the expansion of the soma of the body. Start to tap into any other spontaneous movements that naturally arise as you grow bigger. So maybe there's a movement of the arms to expand out into the space, or maybe the feet and legs want to become broader. And notice how any of these spontaneous movements or spontaneous expansion invites this feeling of possibility, this potential for play, this potential for just being who we are. For embodying the I am. For opening up possibilities to engage in any kind of creative pursuits or new projects or love. This new moon is really about inviting in possibilities for greater love within ourselves, within our relationships, and within what we allow ourselves to experience, to the love we allow ourselves to enjoy and embody and express. And just notice if there's something you see yourself doing, like maybe as an image more so than a movement in this moment. What's something that you really love to do with your body, to just allow it to naturally express, maybe through dance, maybe through art or creative play. What are the ways that you love to take up space within a more expanded energy field? And maybe you see your inner child also doing these things, also playing, also enjoying with you. And let yourself just enjoy this expansive, playful energy with her. What would she love to do? How would she love to play in her freest way? If there was no boundary to her expression. And really allow her that. And just enjoying that created, that space, that space that you get to move into and expand into and enjoy into. And allow yourself to really blossom and open into. And just see if there's another image that comes as you open, as you unfold, as you blossom. If there is a beautiful image that you see coming that has you, helps you to imagine being even more opening and more blossoming into the highest version of yourself, into your greatest potential. And notice how you connect through your senses to the space that you're in when you are in this more expanded state. So maybe there's a smell that comes to your nose, maybe of your favorite flower, um, or maybe just the scent of the sweetness of the summer air. Maybe there's something that you connect with through your eyes and a visual impression of something that reminds you who you are in the room or the space that you're in. Maybe there's a tactile sense that you can connect with through your hands. Maybe there's something soft or something interesting to touch around you. It helps you to connect with this expanded state in the space. Maybe there's a taste in your mouth that's also there, or if you have a glass of water or a cup of tea that you want to sip on. Let that connect to you as well. And then lastly, just notice through the sense of hearing. If there's a sound in the space, maybe there's birds outside. And to just connect to that expansive energy and joyful and playful energy in the body through the sense of sound in your space. Even if it's silent, sound of silence. And really, like a cat, I invite you to uh, relax into that space of really almost no efforting and full embodiment of yourself. So if you see cats in nature, they never overdo things and they never underdo things. They're always just using the exact amount of effort that's required in order to do the thing they need to do. So if they're hunting, they're hunting. But if they're not, they're resting. They're often sitting in the sun, relaxing, playing, purring, cuddling. We can learn a lot from cats and from nature in that way. It doesn't overexert itself. To try to be anything. Just like the flower, the rose. It goes into its most expanded state with the maximum light of the sun in the summer months. And it shares its beautiful form in that maximally expanded state. But it also is equally happy to let go, it equally lets go of its petals when the seasons change. It's not attached to being beautiful or to be anything in particular to the observer. It just is what it is, however it manifests in that moment. Imagine what it would be like to embody the qualities of the flower or the cat or any other animal or plant life that comes to you from nature. Anything else that exists on the planet. What would it be like to embody those qualities as a way of life? Would we be more happy? Would we be more joyful? Would we be more playful? Would we just be ourselves? Creating whatever we needed to create in the next moment as it arises. And just let yourself sit with that, at that image for a while, with that embodied quality or set of qualities. And feel what it would be like to live from that place. How natural would you be? How in flow would you be? How at ease would you be? How would your emotions be? How would your health be? How would your breath be? How free would you be? How much love would you feel in your heart, in your body? And start to notice how broadly your energy would extend off your body, how how far the light from your cells would emanate out into this world. From this natural state. And maybe you can start to see it reaching for the stars. Maybe you can see the light emanating from your cells, from your field, reaching back up to meet the sun. And what is it like to have that circular energy, that negative feedback loop that sends the sun's energy into your body and your energy back up to the sun, and it just keeps cycling and cycling. And you get so filled with the light of this beautiful star that is life-giving and life-enhancing in every way. This star that brings us back to life again and again, and all life on the planet. This massive fiery star. And if it feels like you need to, you can give your spirit permission also to do this. If it feels not so easily accessible to have this relationship with the light, just tell your spirit you give it permission to do that. And all the conditioning, all the programs and patterns that you give them permission to do something different. You will allow them to change. And just see how that lands inside of your body when you give that permission to yourself to do something different, something more expanded, something more alive, something more worthy of your birthright to be free. I'll just invite you to stay here for a few minutes in this space, giving and receiving the light and the energy and the fire from the sun, and allow it to penetrate you as deeply as you're able. I'm just going to put on some music for a few minutes for you to relax too. So just slowly starting to move in whatever way you need to come back into the room. And to just start to notice what feels different in your body from when we began. And then when you're ready, I'll just invite you, either if if you just want to leave in silence, that's fine. In that case, thank you for coming. And if you feel to just say a few words about your journey, you're also welcome to come back on and do that.
Have a great day, everybody. There was a lot of possibility.
Oh, thanks, Julie. Same to you. Anyone else have any words, or are you still out with the sun?
For me, there's just a play of having no boundaries, but boundaries. I don't know. I have to play with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole tricky human construction thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm. I just feel lighter. Like I was, when at the beginning when we went into ourselves, it did feel constricted. And then when I let them expand and open up,
Mm.
yeah, I felt a lot lighter.
Mm.
It was really good. It knocked me out a little.
Oh, great. Good, good,
Thank
good.
you.
Yes, my pleasure.
Mm.
Yeah, I also feel much more energized. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So have such a beautiful day, and I'll send out the recording to all the people. And yeah, and next time we meet, I will be on the other side of the world. So that's what's happening. I'll look forward to sending you the energy from Bali when we meet the next time. Okay, have a great
Safe
day, ladies.
travels.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay, take care. Bye.